God is great, a chant made by thousands at a Free Palestine march at the weekend in London. For many protesting that day, the anger surrounding Palestinian oppression is raw, as the conflict between Israel and Hamas entered its second week.
The situation in Palestine is absolutely dreadful. There's been ethnic cleansing going on in a whole number of places, including in Jerusalem. There's gangs of right-wingers attacking Arabs in Israeli towns. The Israelis are bombing Gaza. So for all these reasons, we're out here in solidarity with the Palestinians.
That was Lindsay German from the Stop the War Coalition, just one of the many groups behind the demonstration that day calling for peace. She, for one, believes peace is possible.
Ideal world for me would be that, as has happened for hundreds of years in the region, that Jews and Muslims and Christians have all lived together in relative peace. What we've got now is a situation where the Palestinians were displaced from their land by Israel, and that's the source of the conflict. So that has to be resolved. They have to have a right of return. And to me, everybody then should be able to live in Palestine as a democratic secular state, which isn't tied to any one religion, and where everybody can be seen as equal. That is very far from the situation we have now.
It's estimated that over 150,000 people attended the protest, which brought the capital to a standstill on Saturday the 15th of May. They marched peacefully for miles from Marble Arch to the Israeli embassy, and after speeches concluded there, the crowds began to disperse, forming some smaller, unplanned protests that headed off in different directions. One such protest moved to Wellington Arch without a police escort, bringing traffic to a halt. Many drivers, however, showed their respect by honking horns and high-fiving the protesters as they walked by. As the conflict continues and further casualties are taken on both sides, the protests here and across the world will inevitably continue, imploring governments to do more to stop the war. This might be the start of yet another very long battle for peace in the Middle East.
Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free!